Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, who is the first one in today? Who's it gonna be, I wonder? They're probably already in here. I'm not looking at chat right now, so forgive me for that. I am currently claiming the daily stuff in the web store. Although I bet somebody's here by now. There's always somebody here by now. So I wonder who it'll be. Setting the tone early on. Being the first one in. All right, that is now daily web store stuff claimed. So we are in business. Oh my gosh, Samir is the first one. Zemo number 2, Dave number 3, Walrus number 4. Dang, good try, man. How you guys all doing? Wolverine with the new profile pic. Welcome, welcome. Stuck in mediocrity. What's up? Wop. Look at this dude. Abyss, how's it going? Everybody tried so much to beat Samir, and what does he do? He just gets it in. He's just the first one. Again. Dude is continuing his streak right now. The beef continues. I like it. Okay, so I want to do a couple things. Obviously, I want to play a little bit on the alt account, which is kind of the plan for today. At least we'll play on it as long as the energy allows us to, right? Outside of that, if we run out of, like, energy to do things, we'll probably switch to the main, because I still have a couple rounds of arena to finish, but I don't think that would be anytime soon. So, anyway, also, we are playing around with the idea, probably will, just for funsies, of maybe buying a Cyber Weekend deal on the alt. I don't know, it would probably be more beneficial for an alt account to save for Banquet, but I think it could be fun. First thing I want to do, though, is, I don't know if you guys saw, Kabam actually posted today on their forums, and they're addressing the AI problems and kind of where they're at on that, so I wanted to go over that first things first, and then we can hop into, like, questing content. Talking about the profile pics last night made you want to change yours? Nice. I'm glad I noticed. Nice on the Goblin Relic. Pick it up. Samir, who's timing him out? Yeah, I don't know. Ouch. Yeah, Samir, so many people are turning against you, man. Chaos. Agent of Chaos. Okay. Alright, so let's go read it. I know it's Bedizzle story time is not your favorite thing, but I do want to go over this. And I am very interested if any of you guys have any, like, opinions on the matter. I, again, haven't looked at this at all. This is my first reaction. This is the forum post itself. On the Discord, they posted a little bit of a spiel, but that's largely irrelevant. And this is, like, the meat and potatoes. Also, before I get into this, guys, if you could go ahead and drop a like so we can get more people in here listening to me reading a nice little Kabam story, then that would be most appreciated. All right, here we go. From Kabam Asaurus Rex. Also, never mind. You know what? That's fine. Greetings, Summoners. One of the most frequently asked questions during Summoners Fest was, when are we going to get an update about AI? This remains a top priority for us, and we discussed covering it during the fest, but unfortunately we decided that venue was better reserved for features that were closer to completion. That said, we do still want to update you on how it's going and what's next. But first, dun dun dun! And that's how I interpret the ellipsis right here. For those of you that don't know, by the way, that I bet you didn't know you would be in English class. The dot dot dot, that official term for that is called an ellipsis, okay? Anyway, a short recap on our current AI. Our current AI knows only what buttons it can press, the distance between the two characters, what animation state each of the characters is in. Our current AI does not have any memory of what happened earlier in the fight or even in the previous frame, have any ability to plan for the future. Dude, I don't know if I want it to be. That might make the AI too good. Have any idea what buffs, debuffs, masteries, nodes, etc. even are, let alone which are active. Our current AI is just a frame perfect button masher, which, yeah, this is like old news. They've already covered this. There is no real intelligence behind why it chooses to do something. Certain characters are a little bit different. I don't think you can deny that. It's just using weighted random rolls to mash buttons until it finds a valid input, and it has no ability to learn. This also means that most behaviors players experience are an emergent property of its many weighted die rolls, rather than something that was intentionally designed. And if those behaviors weren't intentionally designed, then they are functionally impossible to edit without wide-reaching consequences, which is why we started building something new. Okay, cool. So this is like kind of a rehash of like things we already know. And then I guess now we're getting to the actual update. I think like they're saying like they seem to make you think one AI controls everything, but I don't think that's the case. I think, yeah. So I think the way it works is like it's designed to make a random input, but maybe for certain characters, that random input is weighted a little bit. That's what that seems to be saying. So yeah, maybe like with characters like Mysterio, the chance every time the game rolls for an action for the AI to be a heavy attack is a little bit higher. So I guess they are saying that those are tweaked for different champions. If that's the case, I mean, just make them normal. Okay, anyway, though. For better or worse, the current AI is the game, and players justifiably have lots of expectations around how it does and should behave. So for AI 2.0, our goal is to get as close to the current AI experience as possible initially, but built on a better, more interactive infrastructure. We know it won't be exactly the same, but our goal is to get as close as possible, to make things better where it is different, and most importantly, to have laid solid foundations for future improvements. So let's talk about some of those foundations. Okay, so now we're getting into the bread and butter, you guys. Tell me why Heimdall will heavy when I'm across the screen. I think that's just a weighted input. Like, I think that's probably why. Our first step was creating a robust perception system that allowed us to analyze what actions the current AI could have taken on any given frame, which action it did take, and integrate that into our fight replay system. This allowed us to better quantify the current AI's emergent behavior trends and data. Below is an example of that data with the measured weights removed. This gave us a starting point for tuning behaviors in our new system. Also gives us infinitely better insight into why the new system is making various choices than we've ever had with the current system. Okay, wow, that's a lot. That's kind of wordy to me. Okay, so it's gonna try to like have memory. Okay. I would assume maybe if you're a coding kind of person, this makes sense. This image makes 0 sense to me. So, you know what? That's fine. Memory systems. From the groundwork of the perception system, we are able to build out a working memory. AI 2.0 can now remember what happened earlier in the fight and use that to influence its decision making. Dude, I'm actually kind of worried we're going to make the AI too good. Is anybody else worried about that? As a quick clarification, this still doesn't mean that the AIs will be able to learn. We haven't and can't build Skynet, but if we ask it when it lasts through a heavy, it will now know the answer. We won't be using this system to reproduce current behaviors, but it is critical for future fixes, such as improving the experience of baiting out special attacks. So perhaps, so if this is like tuned like to be player friendly, I think this is a good thing, right? If the AI can check and say, man, you know what? I haven't like thrown a special attack in a long time and they keep dashing back and forth. I need to throw a special attack now. Then great. But if this works the reverse way, where an AI knows that like, okay, they're not going to be expecting this because I just did it. Let me do it again. I don't know. Like, I could easily see this going either way. I think the idea though is to like make the feeling for when things should happen be very consistent, because the AI will actually be able to remember and like know approximately when it should perform actions, which it was kind of just random before. What's up, Wed Noodle? How are you? Okay, got it. That shows all the things they can tweak individually. Thank you, Wed Noodle. I don't know anything about coding and stuff. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. BSing my way through this. AI logic blocks. Okay, we've also created the ability to codify more complex behaviors, not just specific animations, so that we can modify these individually in the future without all the scary knock-ons. Dude, the AI is probably going to just like full combo you now. Like sometimes, you know how when the AI punishes you, they'll just like, you'll get lucky. It'll hit you like twice and then drop the combo. This might work against us, chat. This may not be the move. Our starting point for these blocks will usually be to reconstruct the existing emergent behaviors for good or ill, but further changes will be much more predictable. Proof of concept, high dex bot. Okay, as an example of the kind of work we're doing right now and why it doesn't lend itself well to playable demos, here's a terrifying example. This is what the AI looks like if we program it to try to avoid as many of your attacks as it can with dexterity. Oh boy, that's kind of what it feels like sometimes it already is. This is not something we ever intend to include in the game-wide AI, but it's the kind of thing that we have to build if we then want to prevent it. Okay. Using another previous example, we can't just tell the AI to light intercept the attacker less, unless it knows what that means, so we have to teach it to light intercept as perfectly as possible. Codify that behavior in logic blocks, and then tell it to do that specific thing less. We can't just teach it halfway, or we'll be able to prevent it halfway, or we'll only be able to prevent it halfway. This work is absolutely critical for the kinds of changes both we and you want, but it weirdly means that much of our current work is building things we intend to block out rather than to actively use. Okay, I mean, it's a means to an end. We know the current AI is frustrating. We feel it as hard as you do. We've been devoting resources to these updates for a very long time. The good news is that we are rapidly approaching broader internal playtesting on AI 2.0, meaning that we feel we're very close to the point where broader feedback will actually be helpful. We're a little uncertain at this stage how much iteration beyond that it's going to take to hit the feels right bar, so we can't comfortably share a release timeline beyond sometime 2026 at this juncture, but things are coming along, and this remains a high priority for the team as a whole. However, for visibility, our intention is that once we feel it's in a good enough state, we'll be rolling it out for players to try in a piece of bespoke content. Similar to how we initially tested things like strikers and the root mechanic. We intend to build that content carefully to show off high-impact AI behaviors and to let you see the new system in close proximity to the old. As we've said before, we don't plan to just throw the switch game-wide without gathering as much broad feedback as we can. Maybe we can get there and the consensus to turn on everything as soon as possible, which would be a great problem to have. This isn't something we intend to rush because it's something we intend to get right. Okay, well, okay, I have a lot of feelings, obviously. I think number one is I'm scared the AI will be too good. I'm missing a video showing the Dex example they mentioned. Oh, that's okay. I think we can get the idea. I think the idea behind it is instead of like a random dice roll, which is what it is before, I don't know, it kind of feels like they're doing a similar system, except the AI will just be able to remember how many times it's rolled a certain outcome, right? So like right now, we'll use Mysterio for an example. Mysterio is probably weighted to just throw heavies and spam heavies more than any other champion in the game. What the AI will be able to do is they will be able to tell it a threshold of like, okay, like you want to focus on this, but if you have done this too many times lately or within your last actions that you've rolled, then okay, it's time to like not do that because the player is trying to bait out a special or something like that. And then the AI will be able to go, okay, yeah, so time to chuck my special 1 or 2 or whatever. Whereas right now, they can't really make like, they can't train the AI like that to like know what it has and hasn't done because it's just selecting from a random like action that it can roll. So I think it can be really good. I think it would add a lot more uniqueness, maybe a lot more dynamic play styles, I guess. Like I am very interested to see what it can do. I hope that it solves a lot of annoying problems. Although I kind of wonder if like it's going to be just a hard thing to adjust to, right? I worry about like maybe baiting special attacks. Maybe it'll go like, oh, I can throw heavy into special, or like I haven't done that in a while, and then that might override like the fact that you're blocking. I think it's just going to be really interesting to see like how it works. Although right now, like, so like the AI, as much as I hate it, I've always been kind of worried about it, because it's like, well, you say fix the AI, like what does that even mean? I've always thought like, I don't know that you can really tweak the AI in a way that is going to like make everybody happy. I feel like you're better off just not touching it at all, and that's what they should have done. Like, it felt like there were some times it was a little bit weird. Like they did change it and they didn't need to change it. I like to think though maybe that will like spice up the fights a little bit. I don't know. But it is pretty exciting. I just really hope they don't blow it, because that's like, and I'm glad they're taking all this time to like focus on it, because it's like such a huge piece of the game. If it is like broken beyond repair, like the game is cooked straight up. You think it'll play like a good player instead of erratic and inhuman behavior it has nowadays? Oh, I know, where it's like spam blocking and stuff. Walk up light attacks are the bane of your existence. Yeah, I mean, they could just remove a couple things and I feel like we'd be okay, you know? Just a little bit, you know? Make it a little bit more stupid and we're in business. The recently learned sidestep have to go. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the most annoying things. Also, guys, if you guys want to type your guesses down below, if you get this 6-star guess right, I will give you your very own crisp high five. For me, fix the AI means when I bait specials, it doesn't dash in, dash out 15 times. Yeah, like I think that aspect of the AI would be good. Like I was talking about, like it can remember like, okay, I haven't thrown a special attack in a long time. It's probably time to do that. I think that's great. That's a fantastic thing if that's what it is, but I think it can also be... It can go either ways as well. War Machine, Hulkbuster, Ham. I think I'm going to go with Hawkeye. I don't know why. I feel Hawkeye, though. I think someone's going to get it right, though. I have a good feeling. I'm like... cautiously optimistic. That's kind of like the thing, like with everything during Summoners Fest. I think it sounds great. I just hope they don't fumble it when they're implementing it. Okay, and Dr. Voodoo. I don't think anyone guessed that. Dang. Dang it, man. Probably won't get used. I know he has like some utility, but feels like a Team Cap versus Team Iron Man scenario. It does kind of give off that kind of vibe. Like, I want the AI changed. Okay. My biggest problem, I think, is not the AI across the board. It's how different AI behaves, because it just feels inconsistent. But where I struggle with that is like, there are certain champions where like if a player was playing that champion's kit, they would play that way. Like, yeah, that bothers us that Mysterio throws a bunch of heavies, but if you're a real player, you're applying poisons doing that. So if you want the game to feel like real, like you're fighting a real opponent, which I guess like there's an argument to be made, like maybe you don't want it to feel that way, then you'd want that AI throwing a bunch of heavies, right? Because it would be playing the champion like somebody probably would, although not like a great player of that champion, you know? But it would feel a little bit more immersive that way. So like I can get it on one hand, right? But then on the other hand, it's like you're just fighting AI. It's nice to have consistency because you feel like you can outplay your opponent, right? Like some of those AI just feel like there's nothing that you can do. So like Enchantress, Bishop, all those champions that will just throw their special one into block. There's like just nothing you can do about that. Even though like maybe that would be more player-like, but I think if they just took the AI and made it basic for everything, I think that might be the move. If I dupe Dr. Voodoo, it can be a lot of fun. I do have a Mystic Awakening gem, actually. So we're just going to have to wait and see. That being said, I think I'm going to scoop up a cyber offer on this account, guys. Just for funsies. What happened to my units? I'm on the alt account, stud. Don't worry. Don't worry. My units are still safe on the main account. We're still sitting at like 35k. Pre-battle chip opening. But I figure, hey, I'm on the alt, dude. I can pull the trigger, figuratively speaking. We can crack open some stuff. Not much stuff or many stuffs, depending on how you grammar. But I think we could snag this bad boy, get us a free 7-star, see what we get, and then crack this open the Paragons. I think we're gonna do it. I'm doing it. We're like 10 units shy of 1,000 again, which is kind of not my favorite, but also, where is the what's the first milestone on this thing? Oh wow, it's at 3k. Dang. I could actually dupe my Yondu. That might not be too bad. I might just go broke just for funsies. Okay. Right. Let's go open those. You wonder how they'll affect AI manipulating? Yeah, I think it's going to be really, really interesting. The difficult thing, too, is if you're trying to teach an AI to do certain things and behave a certain way, not only do you need a ton of training data, but you're going to need a ton of training data for, like, every champion in the game, which there are hundreds. Most likely a good 7-star here? Okay, yeah, I don't know, man. We got High Evolutionary, we got Killmonger, and then what was our other 7-star? Where is he? I'm actually blind. Don't we have 3? That's right, Atuma. We have Atuma, High Evolutionary, Killmonger. Of course, we'll open the guaranteed 7-star last, though. For, like, maximum hype, maximum drama. And we'll crack open these 10 first. So we have a 1.25% chance. It's really bad odds that we get a 7-star, but let's see. High Evolutionary is goated. He's alright. He's alright. He's not my favorite, though. Killmonger is your first rank 3. He's still decent. I feel like he's kind of past his prime, though. And any new champ is a good thing on the alt, for sure. Spin 5, pop 5? Alright. I can do that. The last time we popped open crystals, it restored my faith a little bit. I'll trust you guys. Mid Evo. Hey, more SIGs on my 5-star anti-venom. He was so good. Too bad we're kind of past the point where we can use him well. Yeah, I don't know who your first rank 3 will be. Maybe like Heimdall. Or maybe like Daredevil. Yeah, Killmonger now, I just take Count Nefaria into those fights, and he just destroys Killmonger. Because Killmonger's like little power burst thing that he does puts Nefaria into his overcharge mode. Dang, a 5-star Gene? That would have gone so hard a couple acts ago. We're getting closer to the pop. I'm going to let this one spin out, though. Also, if you guys are enjoying the stream, go ahead, drop a like. Share it with a friend. Or your alliance mates, maybe. And then subscribe. You know. Why Ham has evaded me is for pop. Dude, at this point I popped some basics and I still haven't gotten him. I feel like you might be lying. Hey, another anti-venom. That's crazy. All right, here comes the pop. All right, if we don't get anything, I'm gonna be disappointed in you guys. He was good on defense last Battlegrounds meta. Yeah, he's some nostalgic memories. Well, that's right. Like, he's still kind of niche. He's like good for things once in a while. There we go. Ouch. A lot of ouches. Nothing doing, man. Nothing doing. You guys lied to me. I mean, those would be excellent 5 stars if I was actually, like, going for 5 stars, but I'm not. Yikes. I mean, that's arena fodder, I guess. So we'll take that. Alright, but this is like the important one, okay? This is like for all the marbles. I'm hoping to see probably Spider-Woman out of this more than anything. Yeah, Jean Grey would be absolutely bananas, though. Absolutely bananas. What are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? I'll throw up the list of champs that it can be here. Patriot incoming? Could be. Could be Patriot. I wouldn't mind that as much, though, since he got a little bit of help. What's up, Grenfeld? How are you? Many bangers in there. You guys should where were you for the last Titan rollover? That was an elite opening, man. But no, it's been a while since we've had the good luck. Maker, MODOK, Howard the Duck. Oh, you can't what? You can't guess twice. Wow, that's not how it works. I'm gonna predict Baron Zemo. Captain Britain is the jackpot in there. She's definitely a pretty good champion, for sure. I'm glad I snagged her from the Plat Pass on my main account. Alright, let's see what we got. Dude, can we go 4 for 4 on bad 7 stars? Can we do it? I understand High Evolutionary can get like pretty good damage pops. It just takes a while to get there. And it's 4 for 4, baby. Let's go. 4 for 4 on bad 7 stars. You love to see it, dude. You love to see it. Oh my gosh. Of course. Of course. Of course. Oh my goodness, man. That's comedy. Oh boy. Okay, we got 1,000 units though. Oh no, dang. High Evolutionary dupe would have been peak. It makes him a lot better though. I actually wouldn't have minded that. I still probably wouldn't have used him, but I wouldn't have minded it. I should pop it. All right, we can buy like what else can we snag here? What would be like the best value? I mean, we could get this and we could open a basic. I think that might be the move. I can't afford that. This is just some stat cast, which like, I mean, that would be great and all, but it's okay. We want to open crystals, you know? We could do one of each though. We could do the stat cast and then the Paragon Daily. He got better after the buff. So I did a video on Sabretooth, just like kind of trying him out. He can hit like a freight train, man. It's just he can't do that for an entire quest, and unless you bring in a synergy, which I think is dumb. How far am I from Valiant? I'm like fairly far. I just barely finished X7, so I still have a ways to go. But yeah. The Valiant store will get you 2 Nexuses out of that crystal. Yeah, I'm not like close enough to Valiant where I could just like wait to get Valiant. I don't think I'll get there in even a week. So I'm just gonna snag it and we're gonna open a basic. I think we're gonna do that. Rip. And then we're gonna go for science because we're gonna get Spider-Ham out of this. And I'm gonna be really just like tilted. Still can't believe Sabretooth. Yeah. I mean, it's just my luck, right? This would actually be a really good pickup, though. I don't want to have to rank any of the 7 stars that I have, man. I don't have the 6-star Venom the Duck. I do not. I would help me push quick, though. Although I am kind of determined to not open the eggs on my alt account. See if they get force popped. Just for fun. If you don't get ham. I mean, it's only a Valiant. It's not like a guaranteed thing. Awaken Yondu. Okay. So... let's open the... where are my stat cast crystals? I always hate trying to find... oh, they're here. Okay. Why not do the 6-star quest? All the luck is in the 6 stars. That's true. I actually, I've been thinking about doing the shooting stars quest. Just because there's, like, no reason not to do it. I might hop in there at some point. Maybe if we get bored of, like, story questing. Or feel like we get roadblocked. Not bad getting a 6-star relic, by the way. Oh, almost got another one. This is actually pretty helpful, though. Like, when you... oh, I thought that was going to roll over to Domino. Anyway, when you start a new account, dude, I did not think I would miss my strikers as much as I do. Having them is, like, so freaking nice. And 5-star. You can finish shooting stars since you need 5 7-stars for 100%. Yeah, I mean, I can do a few. Assuming we don't get a dupe here. Okay. Champion predictions, guys. I could do Epoch. I have thought about that as well, Ollie. I have been thinking about Epoch. I do have a 6-star sentry that I could potentially bring in. And then do the Nebula path. I've actually thought pretty hard about that. We may do that. Although I would probably need some more revives for that. I'm not a good enough player to, you know, just beast my way through Epoch without using boatloads of revives. Well, at least for Ares, you know. Destroyer is good for the upcoming meta. The prowess are actual buffs, not passives. Dude, Destroyer's been good in quite a few metas recently. Ironheart hard carries. Yeah, Ironheart is very good for that path too, who I also have as a 6-star, I believe. So I definitely have options if I want to do an Epoch path, I think. I just don't feel like quite set up yet, I guess. Kindred, Bullseye, Hulk. I'm going to go with Count Nefaria from this. You want me to get Silk? Okay. Let's see. Dude, if it's Spider-Ham, I'm going to actually end the stream. Okay? I will quit. I will be so upset. I get so nervous every time we're opening a basic. I guess I didn't open the Valiant Nexus. We'll do that after. That's okay. I will be upset, dude, if it's Spider-Ham. Please don't be. Please don't be. Oh, that's huge! Actually, that's so good. Dude, Jack-o'-lantern is a beast. Oh my gosh. Still kind of fresh into the basic as well. What a good champion to snag. That is a definite hit. That is finally, we broke the 7-star curse, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's go, dude. Wet Noodles. So the lore behind Spider-Ham is that's the champion I'm chasing on my main account. And I've just tried and tried and tried and tried and tried, and I still have not been able to land him. So, yeah, dude, oh my gosh, we already have Yondu, but my goodness. I was looking for some more juice in the tech class, and we definitely just got it. Definitely just got it. Oh my gosh. That was definitely worth like 500 units or whatever to get the shards. We can't take him to rank 2. Another great thing too is like this guy not really need Awakening from what I remember, which is pretty cool. He's immune to reverse controls too, which can come in pretty clutch, and Incinerate. Can parry non-contact. And doesn't crit, which is fantastic. So. We're going to go crit damage rating. So that his damaging effects do more damage. And we'll just do block penetration, why not? And then, do I have like a nice tech relic for that guy? Man, I don't have the Green Goblin relic. It's kind of a bummer. I guess we'll just slap this one on him, I suppose. I mean, that's not going to do much, but better than nothing, right? Do I have Okoye? No, I don't. You had an alt account, you stopped playing because of that? Yeah. You think 7-star quest makes the most sense to do next? Shooting stars? Should we gamble? Walrus, you can do it if you want, man. You could go for it. You could go for it. Let me open my Valiant Nexus, wherever that is. I think it just hid among my other green crystals. Alright, let's see what we get. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna be really upset if this is what I fear. It's not. We're good. Okay. Woo! Alright, we obviously take Falcon here. For, like, the new champion. Better than that Spider-Man chump. Spider fraud. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have ended stream if I got Spider-Ham, don't worry. Roll the dice, Walrus. We're all eagerly awaiting, dude. Okay, so I mean, yeah, we can hop into shooting stars, I think. That seems like a good plan. Get me like closer to another 7-star at least. Like that might be worth. I don't think they'll take super long. How many energy per tile are those though? Oh, it's just 1 energy. Yeah, I'm down. Get the Venom the Duck he carries. I already have enough Cosmics, man. I got Hercules maxed out. I got Angela. I'm in a pretty good spot, Cosmic-wise. I know I should, but it's not really at, like, the forefront of my priorities right now. Alright, what is this path? If they have class advantage, you get superiority. When the defender is suffering from a falter and misses, the attacker gains a fury. Every 15 seconds, you get a falter. Okay. Cool. Oh my gosh. Walrus with the $5 and he says, enjoy the time away, Samir. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. All right. Oh my gosh. The shots have already been fired. I was wondering when the dam would break. Thank you so much for the 5 smackarooskies, man. Appreciate you. Oh my gosh, you guys kill me, man. That brings the... Oh. Right there. Dang, Venom and Jugs are... That's like a crazy start, Abyss. Alright, where is Samir, man? Alright. It's gonna be like a shorter timeout, though. Alright? We'll time him out for just 5 minutes. A minute per buck. I think that's fair. Pretty quick, too. Don't hear saying here. Listen, he knows I actually like Spider-Man. I was just, you know, it was for the bit. Caveman says, I went to the gym and hopped on a treadmill, but everyone gave me funny looks, so I started jogging instead. I hate jogging. I hate it, by the way. Hopping on a treadmill would look so funny, though. You'd probably break that thing. That's a good one, though. Sorry, your comment has disappeared. Did you say something? You guys are savage, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, we can take anyone here, right? So we shall go with Killmonger. This team should work, I think. Actually, wait, what's the gimmick on Guillotine here? Hitting the defender with a heavy attack disables this for 10 seconds. She can't lose combo meter, that's it. And then she's stun immune on dashing in. Okay. Yeah, we should be fine there. I'll probably just use this team, I think. The new sour wildberry Skittles are bomb. Dude, sour Skittles are all bomb. I would expect nothing less. Bring Torch in? Oh, too late. Gilly is kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Hercules will do fine, though, because his special one should not be too bad. Chat is so nice without Samir's grossness. Ouch! Oh, man, you guys just really hit him while he's down. Why does he become the target? Why is he the one that gets timed out? What did he do? It's so cruel, man. No. He dashed in after me. That was so rude. I'm sorry, Samira. To be fair, though, the timeout was a lot shorter this time, all right? It was not 30 minutes. That was kind of insane, actually. In hindsight, probably should not have timed him out for 30 minutes before. That was maybe a little bit extreme. Oh, I guess I don't actually need to dex that, huh? It'll go by quick, though. Especially with such insane gameplay that you're watching. Leave him alone. You guys are so aggressive. It's like starting a war in my chat. Crazy. Alright, one down. Dude, should I like unironically use Killmonger? I don't actually know. What is like Killmonger's like optimal damage rotation? Can anybody tell me? I've pretty much always just like... Actually, you know what? This would be a perfect time to ramp Hercules. Ignore what I asked. Walrus, look away. I actually am like... I'm like really happy that they left shooting stars in the game instead of making it like a time sensitive thing. I think that was really cool. Just so like anyone who starts can like have that on ramp to their first like 7-star. See, this would be a perfect time for the new AI. Unlucky. Okay, now we're chilling. It's solely there to help the cyber fund. Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna complain. Every little bit helps, man. No. Dude, he is just chasing me down. Which we're quickly approaching the actual like cyber opening, I think. Might be this Friday, honestly. Or wait, does it have to be? I don't even know when the deals go away. They go away in like a week or so, don't they? So I guess I could break the piggy bank next week. I think Friday would be a good goal, though. This Friday. Alright, now we have Invisible Woman, who I think we will probably use Hercules for. And we can just, like, pretend her shield isn't there. Or her invisibility, rather. Oh, not there, though. Just look away. I forgot she's... I played this game for how long? They go away next Friday. Got you. We will shoot for this Friday, I think. I think we could probably, like, make it happen. Unless we want to extend the deadline. I guess we can like ask the audience, I guess, when the time comes. Speaking of the audience, by the way, congratulations on getting my puzzle today. My post. Proud of you guys. It was a bad time to miss. Oh, she's very kind for not punishing me there. Thank you. I was actually really impressed with how quick that one was solved. I thought Dr. Phil holding an axe, I thought that was, like, maybe a little bit tricky. Like, maybe certain people don't know who Dr. Phil is. And that could, like, cause some problems. But nope. Just, like, basically instantly solved. Which was wild. But I have some big brain gamers that watch the stream, so... I always, like, test those on, like, my wife to see if she can solve them before I post them to my YouTube. She could not really figure that one out off the rip. She is, like, pretty good at guessing them, though. She got Serpent just completely unprompted. Like, I didn't even give her a hint. Which is still, like, the hardest one. Like, it's the one people have had the most problems with. Alright, finally, we got a moment where this guy wasn't, like, loaded with miss. You thought Doctor Axe or Terrax. That would have made sense, actually. I didn't even think about that. But I was just kind of hoping a lot of people wouldn't... I know Dr. Phil is, like, insanely recognizable. I guess I was just kind of hoping no one would put it together. But I should have known. And you sniped it too, Wolverine, in, like, the first, like, 30 seconds that it was posted. Alright, more Hercules, I think. That'll make the boss go a lot better, I think, if we ramp this guy. Much to the dismay of Giant Walrus. I'm sorry, man. Approaching untouchable, A. Real untouchable, that guy. Widow, I think you're just jealous. Hate us because they ain't us, kind of thing. Aw, what an unlucky time. No skill killies? Hey, dude, you still have to get the intercepts and stuff, alright? It's not as easy as it would appear, okay? Man, can you guys believe I got a jack-o'-lantern? Holy crap, dude. Talk about blessed. Let's get him. We can parry non-contact. It's a gimme. It's free. Look at this damage. Huge. Man, when you get like those crit, like instant incinerates, it feels great. Look, he's like half health. He's already getting destroyed. I don't even think I need to charge the heavy. He's just gonna die. Yep. Completely annihilated. Holy crap. When I make a post about that dumb champ, it can be a picture of a crotch wearing a Greek helmet. That's a good idea. I'll have to write that one down and then bring it out when you guys least expect it. See if you can put it together. I have like an entire notes. I have like gone through and I'm still brainstorming them all the time, actually. I've like gone through to like look at like, okay, which champions, like what images can I do? I have like a lot of plans for those, but I try to mix it up, you know, do like other things, like the really zoomed in silver sable leg. I thought that was really fun, actually. Oh no, crap, baloney. I was too busy worrying about my stinking YouTube posts. Now I'm gonna get dead. Almost. All right, we're chilling. Someone posted on Reddit today saying that they think the Hercules victory screen is a little bit gross. Or something like that. Kind of an interesting take. I could use some more Cosmic, sure. I forgot this gave you ISO. And then we get Antiquated Paragons, dude. If we can snag an extra 7-star from these, that will be so freaking elite. Alright, what do we got? This quest. We have the middle path. There's an Omega Sentinel. It could be a little bit annoying. MODOK could be a little annoying. What's this path? Matador. Shank. Power through Cygnus. Taking Time Bomb. The middle path. Superiority. I would assume the middle path is just always going to be superiority. Heal or hide. Yeah, this just seems like another... Ooh, they go unblockable with regen. That sucks. The best victory screen is either Vox, Null, Kingpin, or Doom. You could throw Arcade in there too. I think his little like game show thing is kind of fun. There's quite a few champs with like great special 3s. Sasquatch is really good too. I think Vox is really dope though. Kingpin's always a classic. Okay, whenever the defender blocks an attack, the attacker is inflicted with a petrify passive. If you have superiority though. Man, that path might be kind of annoying. I mean, I could probably just Nico the entire thing. Everything about Arcade. Yeah, I think his entire kit is pretty sick. Vox's special 3 is pretty sick. What is this path? I see. Maker has the best special 3. Yeah, where he like wraps himself all around the champ. I think that one's kind of weird. His like animations are so wacky. It's kind of fun though. Yeah, we'll just go this way. I think we can be just fine. Silk has a funny special 3 against XL champions. What makes it so funny? Just because it like... I'm trying to even remember what it looks like. If you want, Widow, you can send a short video clip of it in Discord. Core's special 3 is literally a domain expansion. That's actually so accurate though. Like legit, it is. He's just pulling out infinity right there, you know? Oh, barely refreshed it. Oh my gosh. Alright, there's mid-Dusa down. You'd be happy to have Hercules victory screen nerfed. No hate, but you don't want to see it. Just like he puts on like a polo t-shirt. Travis, I have on the main account, not the alt. He puts on a polo. Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious. Okay, do I use Killmonger? I'm sorry, dude. It's the auto block. I can't stand it on this guy. It's literally the worst. That would be funny. He puts on like one of the Best Buy polos. That would be so good. Speaking of Best Buy though, have you guys seen that video where there's like a big group of people and they all wear just like generic blue polos with like khaki jeans or whatever, or pants, and they all walk into a Best Buy and they just kind of like pretend to be employees. It is golden, dude. It is kind of an early YouTube thing. I think the account that posted it is called Improv Everywhere, I think. It's their Best Buy video. Really good watch. If it's still on YouTube, you guys should go give it a look. Surfer Special 3 animation is pretty sick. Terrax has a pretty cool one as well. There's a lot of like really, really cool animations in the game where you could tell they were cooking. If they made custom victory screens, they could make money without killing the game for free to play. You know what? Like, they said they're looking at a lot more like cosmetic things in order to monetize the game. Maybe victory animations is something people would pay for. Maybe that's something they've already considered. Who knows? I wonder how Yondu would do on this fight, because he would steal the armor ups for Omega Sentinel. Could potentially kick butt here, actually. Did I see the Imperioso Special 3? I think I did. I don't remember what it looks like. I watched Seaton's video because I wanted to know what she looked like. You sent it in Discord? Okay, I'll take a look at that after this, Widow. Let me check this out. So this is going to be a Silk Special 3 against XL Champions, which Widow claims is hilarious. I believe it. He is our Silk aficionado, as it were. Uh-huh, okay. Nice. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it looks like it looks kind of silly. You're just seeing like her like small body just like launch herself at like a gigantic character. I think that's pretty funny. I think that's pretty good. Right. Nico again, I guess is fine. Give you guys a break from Hercules. I didn't look at the boss. Hopefully we have someone who can KO. Crap. For some reason I just like forgot bosses existed. That's not good. Well, hopefully we're okay. Oh man, he got his special too. Ouch. That's right, we heal that back anyway. All right, absolutely bodied. Jack-o'-lantern, yes. Hello, Cosmic. How are you, man? Yep, we snagged him just barely. I'm like really glad we got him. It's about dang time we got a really good 7-star. Yeah, so it's just like a perspective thing. It does look funny, Widow. It just shows you how tough of a champ she is, man. Silk is no joke. She got that dog in her. Beautiful. Infinity Man can be like so ridiculously annoying if you can't prevent like his auto block or get around it. Ouch, I forgot about the healing node. What quest is this? Cosmic, this is the Shooting Stars quest. The quest they rolled out when they first introduced 7 stars to the game. We're doing it so that we can get some extra 7-star shards, basically. Dude just goes, nah, shoot him with a gun. I did think that was so funny when they unveiled it. Dude's like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm a really smart tech genius guy, but why, let's just cut the crap, you know? We'll get straight to the business. Meet my friend Gun. It kind of plays off of the meme of, like, that a lot of games have, where it's like, new perk has been added. It's called AK-47. Dude, that second buzzsaw is always just like so slow and it throws me off, man. So of course, like, I prepare for the second one and then get hit for the first one. Oof, I honestly should have let him have the heal there. That was less than ideal. Dude, I did it. Then I did the reverse. Because of course I did. Oh my gosh, dude. You never dex the second one? Yeah. I guess I just don't fight enough MODOK. Oh, this is gonna hurt again. Not as bad as that last one, though. There we go. We got the full dex. It can be done, turns out. Okay. Boss time, which is a gore, so I'm assuming Nico will just kind of, like, eat him for breakfast. If not, we may be in for a great time. You hate versing MODOK in general? Yeah. I didn't like him pre-rework, and I definitely don't like him post-rework, that's for sure. Oh, he can become immune to Nullify, Fate Seal, Stagger. Hey, good thing buff immunity wasn't really a thing that they built his, into his immunities, huh, boys? Nico Minoru has entered the chat. Give me all the pre-fights. Holy crap, Abyss, nice. Oh yeah, dude, raids are great, man. Also welcome in, Steven. Hope you're having a good one, man. Is Samir back? Samir should be back. Samir only had a 5-minute timeout, so... here's what he put on Kabam's Discord. Here's an idea. Thanos sits down in that infinity pool, all sad, 500 units. If you lose to someone who has it unlocked, then you see it instead of the default one? Wait, I'm confused. Wait, what? Thanos sits down in the infinity pool, all sad. 500 units. Oh, as far as like the victory screen. Sorry, I totally forgot we were talking about that. I think that would be fun. Buying different, like, victory or even defeat animations. Who was naughty? Well, Samir got timed out because he's in a war for some reason with Giant Walrus. And Giant Walrus donated 5 smackarooskies, aka US dollars, to time him out. Look at the power gain that Nico gets, by the way, against Gore. This is very balanced, as all things should be. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't look at the boss. And he's dead. Had to use Death Strike against Bullseye in Arena. He never hit you with a special one. That's impressive, man. I can't really dex his special one. I have like come to terms with the fact that I'll just always block it. Okay, what do I need the most of? I don't have any science. With no Mystic Dispersion. Nico doesn't benefit from Mystic Dispersion, if I remember right. I can't remember if it gives a boost to her regular abilities, though. Instead, I don't think it does. Yeah, that's how you take on a boss there, fellas. Ooh, I see an Old Man Logan. Jack-o'-lantern, perhaps? Whenever an attacker's buff is nullified, they become immune to nullify blah blah blah. Attacks while this immunity is active, grant a fury. Whenever the attacker would receive an effect they are immune to, the defender gains a non-stacking power gain passive. Okay. Bait and switch. When the defender is struck, they have a 20% chance to nullify a buff on the attacker. When nullify fails to trigger due to chance, gain an indefinite bait buff, increasing the chance to nullify a buff by a flat 20% each. Once the defender nullifies 7 buffs, they gain a power gain buff, granting 75% of max power for 10 seconds. Okay. Interesting. Leader versus Gore is funny. Yeah, any heal reversal against Gore. Gore can be really annoying if you don't have the right counter. Like, way back in the day, his healing used to be a lot more insane. He would be like an Alliance War boss, and he would basically be unkillable. They had to add the node that the defender can't regen above the amount they started the fight with, basically, because of that. He would just, like, send himself back to full so quick, and it felt impossible to kill him. Hold on, I need to shut the window a little bit. I'm getting really cold. But yeah, I don't remember which season that was, but I always just used Black Widow Clairvoyant, and then Rentra came out, and Rentra kind of manhandles Gore. There's a lot of options now. I kind of want to just see, like, exactly how bananas that node is as far as the power gain goes. Like, I'm almost inclined to just ignore the superiority. Oh, this seems really easy, though. I might actually, I'm just going to take that path. I think it's going to be a lot quicker. and a lot easier. You were told to spam special 3 with Juggernaut. Didn't work. Cost you a lot of resources. Was your Juggernaut awakened? If your Juggernaut was awakened and high Sig, I feel like you should have been okay. I'm not really sure. Oh, I didn't look at the boss again. Oh well. Cross your fingers, everybody. Oh, I forgot he's stun immune. It worked, though. You gonna send a Vita some more? Okay. Dang it. He's unblockable. He was maxed out. Man, I guess it's just too many buffs, like, for you to nullify, huh? That actually is a little bit surprising. I feel like Juggernaut at max awakening should be able to do that fight. I tell you what, though, Gore, like, if I had just, like, the luxury of being able to rank up anyone I wanted to, Gore is kind of on that list. Like, he's borderline. I think he's a really fun champion. It's nice when you can use him to counter auto block and stuff. He's just pretty fun, I think. Gore the God Butcher. And it's really fun when you have a champion with such a, like, meaty special 3. That thing can do so much damage, dude. I always bait the special 1 because it's easier to dex. I've dexed the special 2 on occasion, but the special 1 is a lot easier. At least in my opinion. If all else fails, you can always bust out your Ronin. He has enough buffs, you can usually Ronin cheese. Stun lock him. Alright. Up here to Angela. This path has some pretty easy defenders, I think. Honestly, I'm just gonna keep, like, building up Hercules. That's kind of a boring thing, but we gotta do it. Hey, did you guys see that intercept, huh? Huh? Giving us that nice armor break healing. Angela is such a nice champion. So kind. Okay, we get our intercept and our heavy charges there for Hercules. We could also let her knock us down for 1 more, but it's not worth. Yeah, I'm not, like, the biggest fan of Wheel of Fate, honestly. I still don't think I'll even do it. Oh my gosh, wait, is that tomorrow, Walrus? Do we know which class it's gonna be? By the way? If we know if it's gonna be science for sure, I am really interested. I didn't even know that was happening tomorrow. I know, like, the mainstream belief is that it will be Scorpion. Or the hope, I guess. Maybe not belief. Yeah, I'll take a look at that in a minute, Widow. So they said like on Twitter they're announcing it tomorrow then? Dang. One video you saw said it'll be Cosmic, Scorpion, or a good rework for OG Abomination. I think, man, I wish they were all reworks. As much as I love to have Nimgod, sorry, I'm turning because I have a space heater over here, and I'm like insanely cold. There's like no thermostat for the room I'm in, so I have to kind of just like, I don't know, kind of get the feel for like when to turn the space heater on and off. I was a little bit late today, so it's cold. But yeah, I mean, if they're willing to give us Nimrod, I think like Hulkling and Scorpion are definitely on the table. That being said, like I don't know what they're gonna do. Oh, I didn't know if they like made it official that they were doing a reveal every week. I know that was like maybe the trend a little bit for a while. Man, Daredevil, you and your long A special animation, my guy. Yeah, honestly, dude, I mean, I've been banging the drum for an Abomination rework for a while. You guys know that. I think it's really cool. I think it's totally in the cards too, I feel like. At least I hope it is. Because, dude, like, he's supposed to rival the Hulk, and right now he's just like a crappy punching bag that can occasionally apply poison, you know? He has, like, no value outside of that. It could also be Wasp. Wasp would be a cool champion as well. I would want maybe a minor rework if it was Wasp. That's like a kit that I don't know if it could stand on its own in, like, the current game. In my opinion. Oops. Never mind, not oops. Still hit. Lol. What a good time on the evade there, boss. Ouch. Wasp was a vote in Summoner Fest. That's accurate. Beautiful. You just sold and yours and Charles's friendlies. Or, dude, hey, you know what? Good players force errors, okay? Maybe Charles is just built different. Also, welcome back, Samir. I'm glad you're still alive, man. Walrus, I'm still rent-free in your head. Oh my gosh. Alright. Wongers, what do we got? He's more likely to use heavy attacks. When the attacker lands the same type of basic attack twice in a row, they gain a placebo buff. Okay. Whenever the attacker knocks the defender down with a heavy, have 8 seconds to use a special attack. Okay. Alright. It's not, like, too crappy. Might take a couple of my champions away, but we'll get there for sure. Okay, I didn't want to throw a special one. We kind of had no choice. Because Wong does that Wong thing where he will just blow you up with his, like, fancy charge things. Uh-oh. Well, this is gonna hurt. No, I need to knock you down, Wong. Oh my gosh, that could have been tragic. It's still gonna be tragic, by the way. Don't throw heavy, don't throw heavy, don't throw heavy. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, he's still unstoppable? Lol. Okay, hopefully this KOs. Yep. All right. Cool beans. We get the solo with Mr. Lantern, our brand new 7-star. I'm so glad we got him, dude. That was such a W pull. It's not even funny. Okay, now we have ISO again. Let's see. Need some more mutant. Get some more tech. Get some more mutant. Did I see your last message? I did not, actually. You and Samir had a crazy 3-game series. I assume you ended up walking away with it? Also, thank you, Samir. We are up to 3 antiquated paragons now. We're kind of trucking through this. Like, we haven't had any, like, significant roadblocks. The one thing I like a lot about this content, by the way, it's only 1 energy per tile. Can that please be the standard? Oh my gosh. There aren't a lot of science champions that aren't 7-star Wasp, Rhino, Scorpion, Electro, Yellow Jacket, Gladiator, Hulk, and A-Bomb. Okay, so of those, I think my favorite, or like the ones I'd want to see the most, Abomination, Scorpion, and then actually probably Yellow Jacket. I think he's just a cool character. Like, he just looks cool. He has the coolness factor. It would be cool to see him, like, reworked. Dang, I hate when you completely, like, throw a Battlegrounds match, man. It hurts. Although I think there's like a pretty good argument to be made that it will be Rhino. I hope not, but I think it's definitely possible. Okay, what's the middle path? Superiority, of course. While taunted, the defender's defensive combat power rate is reduced, and then the attacker's heavy attacks inflict a taunt if you have superiority. And they just have combo shield. For every hit on the attacker's combo meter, defender's power gain is increased and their special attack cost is decreased up to 50%. When the attacker uses special 3, their combo meter is reset. Okay. And then they go stun immune. And that's reduced per buff. Okay. And then this other lane. Unblockable specials. Not my favorite. 5 hits in the combo meter. Give you a steadfast. Combo party. Probably just take the middle path on this one, I think. Am I gonna stream the Fortnite finale? I wasn't planning on it. We haven't done a Fortnite stream in a while. Ugh. You might be the only one that wants to see that, Widow. I would like to see it and play it, but you know, a lot of other stuff to do, especially in MCOC. Okay. So we want to be type advantage, or no. Same class as the defender. I don't really have a great science champion that I can bring in. I think we're just gonna like rock it with. You know, we'll take out Yondu. I don't think we need him right now. Unless, let me look at the boss really quick, actually, before I back out. Okay, I mean, that's not super crazy. Do I have a 7-star relic on this account? I do not. Nope. Nobody, nope. Dude, we could always bring the High Evolutionary. My guy. I mean, he is going to be really nice to, like, ramp our prestige really high, you know? So, like, there's that, at the very least, right? Alright, we got Rocket Raccoon. Going with Jack-o'-lantern. Start with the heavy attack. And then Prophet. Oh, that doesn't reach? Okay, that hit him anyway. We're good. Just one special to it and he's just deleted. Jack-o'-lantern is so good, dude. I'm not even playing him like optimally at all, by the way. I would be like intercepting and stuff, but I don't even think I even need to. Killmonger? Dude, should I actually use Killmonger? Screw it. I'm a believer. Killmonger, my goat, bro. Do I know how to play him? No idea. I wonder if there will be a champion that's immune to root. That could be, like, kind of spicy. That was a mistake. Ouch, ouch. I mean, we're good. Indestructible help. Like, I guess you can fail root, right? But you can't really, like, be immune to it. The Sandman should be immune to root. I could get behind that. Isn't he kind of immune to a lot of stuff already, though? Man, I hate fighting Kraven. I almost guarantee there's like some sort of damage rotation I'm completely missing because I just don't know how to play Killmonger. I think like there's so many nodes that use root that like maybe their argument is that like they don't want any character ever to be immune to root, but that kind of doesn't make sense, right? Because we also have the biohazard node And there's champions that just are immune to both of those things. There's nothing wrong with a champion being immune to a node. You know what I mean? Like, I think it could be fun to have a champion that's immune. Nor is Sandman immune to sand. I mean, Negasonic's not immune to Incinerate either. Also welcome in, Feel Energy. Like, you kind of have, like... I think Rintra's root mechanic is interesting, where, like, if he gets rooted, he can, like, regen on block or whatever, if he's awakened, I think. Like, you could have stuff like that, where maybe if the champion gets rooted, they just get, like, crazy regen to counter it. But I think it would be cooler if... Okay, so special 3. That's good to know, Wolverine. Thank you. Anyway, I think it would be cooler if you could just completely ignore it. And, like, put that in the kit. I bet it'll happen eventually. I feel like it makes too much sense not to do. Buff Dust? I don't think Dust needs a buff, guys. I don't think we need that at all. Buff Civil Warrior, though, eh, boys? Civil Warrior, my goat. He's kind of a, like, forgotten champion, I feel like. He could be a really good candidate for, like, a banquet kind of deal. We already know it's Nimrod for the tech class, but you never know. Dust might be the single most balanced champion in the entire game. I would say she's, like, slightly overbalanced. I think she's probably pretty good. Which name is best? The Egg. Egg who ate WAP or Egg and WAP? I actually don't know. I actually have no idea. Chat, if you can help him out, that would be great. I don't have an answer for this one. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Thank you, Sfeel. Like I said, I don't really play the Monger. So... Oh, I forget they're stun immune after special. Rip. Dude. Immortal Hulk, aren't you so embarrassed your controls are inverted right now? Oh man, it must be so confusing for you. Okay, but seriously, can we give reverse control like a secondary effect? That would be like super cash money. RIP the box. Like, you know how, you know, some effects like Taunt, I think, reduces, like, special attack damage or whatever? I think it would be really sick if we could give reverse controls, like, a use. Because, like, why am I even bothering? Why is it even in my kit to inflict reverse controls when I'm an attacker? It does nothing. I'm not saying, like, Dust is OP. I'm just saying I think she's, like, a more difficult defender than your average champion. And then pretty good on attack as well. I need to get a special 3 in here, man. He's gonna just special me into the wall. Alright, here's the funny special 3. Bang. When in doubt, gun. He just throws it. Okay, he does throw a black hole in there. I mean, that is Still pretty metal, I'd say. High mid Luch. Dude, the GOAT himself. What do you mean, bro? This is the best champion in the game, bar none. See, look, he can get really huge. Reverse control should be a taunt towards heavies. I would be down with that. Because that would go along with, like, the AI actually being confused. I just feel like it should have a use. It feels like it's way too pointless. Maybe make that a buff for only when you're using it offensively, though. Like, I wouldn't want it to, like, make reverse control defenders that much harder to play against. Because I feel like they're already really tricky. You know what I mean? Does special one, yeah. I just think like the way you can't attack into dust block and stuff, I feel like that's a little bit more difficult to get around for like your average player. It doesn't generally bother me too much, but I've also been playing this game for a very long time, you know? Probably would have been smarter to go for the special 3, but oh well. Got greedy with it. You could always just go back. You could go to Call Me Egg because you used to be Call Me Wop, and then maybe that like is the best of both worlds. You know? Probably a terrible name choice either way. Dang, shots fired, Wolverine. That's a good point, Phil. Good point. The Cosmic Wop. I think Call Me Egg is kind of funny. Call Me Weg. That's a pretty good one, too. Oh, we got some more Silk videos. Hold on. All right, this time it's Hulk. Bang, bang. Right against the burning statue guy. Why did the video stop? Discord, hello? Discord, what you doing, bruh? We are having technical difficulties, I'm sorry. I think it's cooked. That's it? What the heck? Okay, well, I'm sure the rest of the video looks really funny. I believe you. Abyss, stop. Oh my gosh, Abyss. It's a good one, though. Also, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, go ahead, drop a like. Share with a buddy, too. Mr. Monger of the Kill. Let's try and use him again. Do you send it again? You could try if you want. It might be like my Discord having issues. It could just be Discord as a whole. Maybe like while you were like condensing it or whatever, or compressing it. Maybe that like caused issue with it. I don't know. Okay, I wonder why I didn't get True Strike that first time. Maybe because I didn't, like, punish the special? No, that time it didn't refresh either. That's kind of weird. Yeah, and it didn't refresh there either. Whatever. blame it on my Discord. Don't blame it on... The Discord is innocent, man. Okay, real talk, though. This last year, Discord has had a lot more problems than normal. I've even noticed like problems in voice chat. Quite a bit, actually. Yeah, why am I not getting True Strike on, like... Because I thought he got it when he dexed a special. Am I wrong in that? I feel like I should be... Whatever, you know what? Like, she's dead, basically, so... Yeah, no, I think I'm with Abyss on this one. Sandblasting is crazy. Dude, even like sandpaper. Not even just sand blasting. Like, have you ever seen what those like automatic sanders can do? Like a belt sander? They'll like, dude, they'll like chew through a hand like that, man. 20 punish is a special. I thought I was doing that though. It looked like, I mean, I would go in for the hit immediately. Felt like I was. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good enough. I mean, that could be true. It's gonna be annoying that she's rooting, but that's okay. We got my goat, Killmonger. Goatmonger. Yeah, okay, that was like a punish special. I don't know why that one didn't work. That's weird, man. And this is where I need the AI to be fixed. She just did not want to throw the special there. And we're doing it again. You know, like, she has the node where, like, you get rooted and whatnot. But, like, I mean, is that big a deal when you're getting so much willpower healing? I guess it's not the best, but... I need to get some, like, screen real estate. It's really easy to get cornered in this fight. Alright, we just farm a few more bleeds from what I understand. Then we'll fire away a special 3, I guess. It'd be cool if you had a counter, like you knew how many bleeds you had applied that match. Or like that, like, cycle, you know? That would be really helpful. I mean, let's just see what we get. But I don't know that she was always evading my special punish, though. Like, I am pretty sure I was punishing that. It might just be some sort of, like, weird ability accuracy cheese that she has. I don't know. Either way, like, we got through the fight. It's fine. Oh, it says when you have 15? Okay. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, cool. I thought it was one of those things I just had to kind of, like, keep track of in my head or something. Kind of like Ultron Classic and how his evade works, you know? Now I see it, though. Curse of 2017. Oh, yeah, there we go. She just melted there. It took a little while to get going. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. Another boss down. That's kind of weird that the counter only shows up when you hit 15, not like, I don't know, maybe when you're building to it. That would be really cool to know how close you are to being able to actually like do damage. Because like right there, if I was at like maybe 7 of 15 bleeds, I would have just launched the special 3. But it seemed like I was really close, and if I would have known I was close on the bleeds, I would have been a lot more inclined to hold the special 3 for a little longer, you know, and that could have been like really helpful, you know. But you know what, that's whatever. Ooh, man, I wish I had Nimrod. If I have class disadvantage, okay. Special attacks thrown into the defender's block, gain block pen, plus 300% attack rating, instead inflict a stun passive at the end. Attacker's combat power rate is increased by 60%, but you get power drained. Defender takes 20% reduced damage from all sources. I mean, you can just ignore the superiority here, I think. Okay, and then we have Elsa Bloodstone. Whenever she fires, she'll consume. Okay. When she's knocked down, she gets an evade charge. Gains indefinite fury passive every 6 seconds, increasing attack rating. Timer is refreshed whenever the attacker activates a special attack. Okay. That's not too bad. We can just play this one pretty dang normal. We're going to bench the high evolutionary, though. Homie did nothing for us. I mean, we did one fight with him, okay? But it's Yondu in time, I think. But we could bring in Sinister, though. That could be fun. Ironheart would do well as well. We'll just go here, though. This Elsa boss sucks. Great, dude. Beacon of Monsters. First time watching something of yours. What act am I in? Right now I'm doing the Shooting Stars quest. Seeing if we can get another 7-star on the roster. But my story progression right now, I'm currently Paragon, and I just finished Act 7. You need a mutant for Elsa? I don't think so. Do I? I'm pretty sure she doesn't degen you if you're not a mutant. It's when she is afflicted with a bleed debuff. So if I'm not bleeding her, then it'll be fine. And there's no node that would apply a bleed to Elsa. So I should be okay. But anyway, welcome to the stream, Beacon. Hope you enjoy your stay, my man. We are currently just ripping quests on the alt account. My main account, though, is Valiant. We have like almost 36,000 units saved up that we're going to be using for Banquet. So definitely make sure to stick around when that event comes. Don't miss that stream. It's going to be lit. I did use that code. Yep. So on this account, I got a high evolutionary, and then on my main account, I got a Howard the Duck Awakening. It wasn't a very good Nexus, unfortunately. This account, I started this account maybe, I don't know, what would you say, guys, like a month or so ago? I don't like play on it like all the time, only when there's like downtime like there is now. Like there's not a lot to do on the main account. However, my main account has been around since the beginning, man. I have the veteran title on there. I am quite the experienced MCOC gamer, or at least I like to think I am. I'm not the best out there, but man, oh man, I can't believe I played a mobile game for as long as I have. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh, I whiffed. You gonna go make a high evolutionary vid? Alright, man. I expect to see some fireworks. I mean, I took high evolutionary into Realm. I know that's not like the best place to showcase his abilities or whatever. He's just too slow. If he could ramp a little bit quicker than he already can, he'd be so much better. Like, the burst damage is crazy when you get it, sure, but like... Oh, it's the setup, man. And then if you want the little, like, fish debuffs, and like... It just takes a while to get going, to like really get full potential, you know? Alright, we got Hercules. Fighting Ghost. Dude, I kind of want to just keep using Jack-o'-lantern. I do need to ramp Hercules a little bit, though. Alright, there's our intercept charge. Beautiful. Now we got our heavy attack. And we're golden. I think yours is a couple years old. You don't spend money on it. You're just going to go to Act 7 Part 3. Got really lucky with 2 Titans we got and the code one. Dude, that's awesome, man. Sounds like you got some champions that'll really help you clear some of that content. Honestly, I think like once you get through Act 7, it gets... I'm not going to say easier, but it feels like it does. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool, man. If you ever run into any problems with any fights or anything, feel free to ask in the chat. We have a lot of like really skilled players here that are usually more than willing to help with like rank up advice, or if you're struggling with a path and need a little bit of help. If you're interested as well, in the description for the video, there is a link where you can join my Discord. It's it's still a little poorly set up, but there is a chat channel for MCOC where you can pick people's brains a little bit. I feel like we've had this conversation before, Charles. Not in a while, but... I don't know, dude. Beast is quite the hunk, you know? You got Carolina and Nico. Oh, and Jean Grey? What a trio, dude. They will carry you so far. Gotta learn how to play them, but yeah, like, great polls right there. That's god tier luck for sure. Community is really pretty helpful, even with a PvP mode. We all tend to help each other succeed. Yeah, man. The MCOC community, like writ large, is bunch of great people, I think. You're pushing to Valiant. You're on your first rank 3. How do you get a second? Like, if you want to get it the fastest, Epoch of Pain, I think, is going to be your best bet. If you can do a first clear of Epoch of Pain, that's a rank 3. I would probably turn there, honestly. There's a lot of champions that excel on certain paths. If you have Serpent, you can do the Cassie Lang path, like, pretty much exclusively with Serpent. If you have the Sentry or Okoye, Okoye is my favorite, then you can do the Nebula path for Epoch of Pain, and it's like fairly pain-free. You will have to use revives, but it's like kind of minimal, and you hardly have to think while you're doing it. So I would probably recommend Epoch of Pain to get that next rank up for you. Alright, we got Green Goblin. Hey, level up, baby. Let's go. Huge. It's a new mastery. I actually don't know what to put that in now. If you want to know how to take Okoye through the Epoch of Pain, by the way, I do have a video uploaded on my channel that can help a lot with that. I think I kind of want to get Deep Wounds. I don't have a way to unlock it, though. I need to get me some cores. I need to go do the variants. Maybe I'll do that off stream at some point. And then we're just going to have to build our unit stash back up. For now, though, maybe I just throw it in somewhere. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to buy cores anytime soon, so... Let's just... Man, where do I want to put this? I could put it in Limber and be annoying. Yeah, let's do that. And I wish masteries were, like, nerfed in the sense that they were made a little bit more affordable. They're such a big piece of the game, but they cost so many units, man. And it feels so unnecessary, too. Let's go with our Yondu. The 7 stars on this account currently, we have High Evolutionary, Jack-O-Lantern, Atuma, and Killmonger. And then I think that's it. My main account, though, is a completely different story, man. We have quite a few champions. Namely, not Spider-Ham, who I have been hunting for months and months and months now, though. But we'll get him eventually. All the gameplay will be unboosted? Okay, sounds good. Dude, homie takes like so little block damage when he's awakened, it's crazy. What is the conversation in chat? I agree, Sfeel. I have no idea. You guys need to take this argument private. You've been wanting a 7-star Silk for a while? Silk is a beast of a champ, man. As in, like, she's a very good fighter in this game, and there's nothing else related to anything you guys are talking about in chat currently. That is not a thinly veiled way to say anything else. Okay, you guys need to stop getting so freaky. One of these days, an employer is gonna, like, find your YouTube in the future. And these comments are gonna, like, get you absolutely cooked. Alright, she's gonna have an evade charge now, right? But I can just wait it out. Okay, I was informed that this boss was difficult. I'm confused. Elsa, please. Give me. I lied. It's difficult. Alright, she's dead. What quest is this? This is, I think, the 5th quest in the Shooting Stars side quest. It's where you can get a lot of 7-star shards and Paragon crystals. You guys need to stop with the hear me outs. So much ISO. I did not know there was so much. Stop, Widow. You guys, this is getting really downhill quick, okay? Let's not dive into the gutter, all right? We walked past the gutter. We took a quick glance at it. All right? Now we are going to walk away, okay? Just I don't want to time you guys out, all right? We don't need to be getting all down and dirty with it, all right? Okay, you want to use class disadvantage. For every debuff on the attacker, they take 30% damage when striking the defender. For each debuff on the attacker, up to 3 deal back. Okay, so you actually probably need to use... Man, you actually need to play into the path here. So you need a Cosmic, Mystic. We have that covered with Nico. Another Cosmic. We have that. We'd need a Science Champion for 2 fights. We could do that path, I think. And then Fight or Flight. Let's just take the superiority path. We won't bring Yondu, though, which is big sad. Or maybe we will bring Yondu. Yeah, why not? And then we'll bring Human Torch. Pass disadvantage. We'll see how this goes. Straight into the sewer. Pennywise says hi. Yeah. Yeah. Man, so much heal block. You got a War Machine? Honestly, Beacon? Okay, there's actually, like, some impressive things War Machine can do. Don't be, like, completely discouraged. He has, like, really good pre-fights. And then he can actually, once you get fully ramped, he can actually hit pretty hard. It's just, like, getting there. So he definitely has uses. Do you remember the Ghost Rider path being the most annoying in the entire chapter? Dude, I can honestly say I don't remember any of these paths, like, whatsoever. Like, they're just... I just don't remember it at all. It hasn't been too tricky so far, but the defenders up front are really easy, so... Nah, Widow, let's not ask questions like that. Then I think we'll be better for it. Try to keep things a little bit more, I don't know, appropriate. Yeah, let's talk about which champion we think could bench press the most. Good pre-fights and nothing else. He can do pretty good damage when he gets both of his armor up supplied, Abyss, but that's like... if you can get both of them applied, right? And then also, if you can get your armor ups both like applied early as well. You know, because sometimes that one will expire and you can only refresh the armor break. Sorry, I think I said armor up. But you can only refresh them like a single time, which is like less than ideal. Photon and Lady Deathstrike. I'm actually like really hoping for Lady Deathstrike just for the Act 8 boss. Or is it Act 8? I think she's in Act 8, right? That fight is like a pretty big nothing burger if you have Lady Deathstrike, I remember. I haven't done that fight with anybody else, though. Do you know Hulk exists? Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Hulk is a good argument. In that case, which Hulk? You know, if we're only saying Hulk is the only, like, possible winner there, there's a ton of different versions of Hulk. I know probably not Joe Fixit, right? Isn't he kind of like one of the less strong Hulks? You could also, like, maybe you make the argument that, like, okay, maybe, like, Jean Grey, or, like, even the Sentry, they just, like, rewrite reality. I don't know. I don't know. Hulk is 1-to-1 straight up stronger than anyone else in Marvel. And then Widow is saying Scarlet Witch could kill the entire MCU. I mean, there is that, like, crazy storyline where Scarlet Witch, like, just poofs, like, vanishes all the mutants, right? The No More Mutants storyline, I believe. That's kind of entertaining. I mean, pretty powerful to be able to do something like that, you know? Just saying. And there are some pretty, like, cracked things in the comics. That's gonna kill through block? Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I mean, for the record, I don't know that I would say Sentry could beat Hulk, though. I'm not sure. The tricky thing is, right, is because Sentry, from what I understand, has been written a lot of different ways. And so it's really just difficult to put a finger on exactly what he can and can't do. I know the original creator has come out and said that he was written as like a reality warper, though. So, like, you kind of wonder if, like, you know, he could just, like, poof him out of existence, you know? I don't know. Okay, Stealth Suit. Calm down, bud. My gosh. So annoying. Oh crap, I'm almost dead. Rip. Oh, is that enough? Yeah, we got it. Still, Spidey, calm down. Not possible. That's true. Dude, I just, his evade is kind of annoying, but like, there's just something about Stealth Suit Spidey's animations I cannot stand. I just can't. It drives me up a wall, dude. Speaking of Spider-Man. He just gets me every time. Oh, it's a millisecond too early. Man, it must be nice to have tenacity, eh, Agent Venom? It would have been cool to get an Agent Venom rework. Dude, can you imagine if they made his synergy base kit that makes his debuffs go absolutely bananas? That would be peak. How much HP is Torch in total? Dude, he's probably like 10 HP right now. Alright, now we have Storm X, who I again neglected to check and see if we have anyone that can take her down. Hopefully we are okay, though. Between Nico and Yondu, surely we're okay, right? More likely to activate Special 1. She has Matador. Okay. And then she gets Prowess. Oh, yeah. Wait, what is Sands of Time? Defender is immune to Power Lock. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yondu! Oh, sorry. I forgot to check Human Torch's HP. Yeah, this is normal Pyramid X. With just like Matador, I guess. And like built-in Yondu food, I suppose, as well. Yep, alright, well, that was easy. If you're a mutant and you get prowess, kiss it goodbye, man. Kiss it goodbye. Not even a maxed out Yondu, by the way. She looks like she's having... What? What is that comment? You have attachment to Storm X but die? I think she was my first 5-star as well, actually. Well, she was one of my first champions at either the 6-star rarity or the 5-star rarity. I know that for sure. I do remember that. Because I had to, like, kind of cope as after I pulled her. And I did use her. Like, she is really good for that passive stun. Do you guys think we're going to get lucky with these Paragons? Now we're starry-eyed. And we are not even close to a 7-star until we explore. Which we definitely aren't getting done tonight, but we did first clear it. Let's go open some Paragons. That was actually really fun. Epoch of Pain. Just kidding. I actually do want to hop in there soonish, though. World Breaker Hulk is nuts. She leaves puddles everywhere she goes. I honestly don't notice. How many does that give us? Like 6? Oh, yeah, okay. 1 per quest. You guys think we're going to pull it off? 6-star Rhino? Oof. And then when he gets buffed, maybe you get a glimmer of hope too, and then it's like, nope. Shang-Chi and Negative are coming out. Shang-Chi is such a beast. He's still so good. His kit aged really well. So these are antiquated. So these are before the rates were much better. We have a 1% chance at a 7-star, okay? If we pull this off, it will be actually legend. Spin 3, pop 3. I think I'm going to spin all 6. And while this one's spinning, I will be right back. All right. We're going to leave that as a complete mystery. I have no idea what it'll be until the end. It's probably nothing good, though. Your first 5-star was Miss Marvel. Everyone act like you got a 7-star. Too late. Can't fool me. But this account, I got a 6-star, like, classic Captain Marvel and, like, Miss Marvel. No way. You guys stop. You guys know it's 1% chance at a 7-star. It's not going to happen, you guys. Hey, we get pre-fight man. Nice. Not bad. Could come in handy at some point, maybe. It was a good champ, just not a good rarity. Dang. It's all right. We were pretty freaking... We cashed in some luck today with Jack-o'-lantern. Pretty freaking lucky there, man. Speaking of pretty freaking lucky, Charles, we got your favorite champion. 4-star rarity, though. I am sorry to say. I need to have like a disco ball that can drop down from the ceiling if we and like play fun disco music if we get a good pull. Come on, just give me a 7-star. That would be like incredibly hype. No, that's not it. Man, that's even a dupe. Come on. Hundreds of champions in the game. Nice pull, even at 4 stars. If she's gonna carry a 7-star count, I would cry. I would be so stoked. Like, that's like playing the rest of the game on easy mode, dude. Count Nefaria. I was able to get him this early. I mean, I'm almost Valiant already, but still. Nightcrawler, nope. Nope. Sorcerer Supreme. New 4-star, I'll take it. Or Symbiote Supreme, sorry. Too many Supremes. This one's a 7-star Nefaria. I believe. Biggs Feel Energy. If this is a 7-star Count Nefaria, I'll give you a mod right now. It'll be well deserved for manifesting it. And it's a 4-star Mole God. One of my favorite champs in the game. Oh yeah, it was a 5-star Scorp. Okay. Dang, that would have been like a really good pull early on. See what you did there. Okay. I mean, that's what I would expect from those. They are antiquated after all. Okay. That's all I have, right? I guess I have these from the cyber deal. And then, yeah, we're not even close to a 7-star. And we can't buy the 10,000 shard 7-star anymore either. Just a quick look, guys. Here is my alt account roster, since some of you are new and may be curious. We got Hercules, Nico, Yondu, all pretty early on, just barely got Sinister. Oh yeah, Sabretooth I also have as a 7-star. I forget about him because he sucks. We got Hulkling, Kitty Pryde, Kate Bishop as well. We got CGR. We got Ironheart. We got Scream early on. We got Iron Man. We got Absman really early on too. There's so many good champs. I almost got like too many at once, and I have not really been able to invest. We do have the stinkers though, you know. This bottom row, not so good. If you want to be super technical about Hulk, the strongest version isn't in the game. That's the Titan Hulk. Is what happens when the Hulk hulks. Hulk was said to absorb Franklin, Richard, and Galactus. Hulk with all the things. And then we got Red Skull too, and Medusa. Like, we have a really freakishly good early game roster, man. Like, I don't know that there was really, even between just Hercules and Nico, I don't know that there was a lot we couldn't tackle. Now that we have Angela and Human Torch as well, there's just a lot of things we can do. That being said, dude, we can do Battleground or Alliance Quest. Hey, make sure to hop into AQ, guys. It's important. Also, for anyone who is new and has an alternate account, if you want to join the Alliance, here it is. It is set to open. Big Dill Energy, B Dill as the clan tag. I might actually have to kick some people. People aren't active enough, man. Oh yeah. We might be getting some boots. If you're on this list and you haven't logged in recently, you better log in so you don't get the swift kick in the rear. You finished your Realm of Legends gameplay. You're moving on to Labyrinth. All right. Well, I hope it works out for you. I need to take a stab at this, actually. I wonder what the highest difficulty I could do is. I'm not really sure, though. You had an alt, but you stopped playing it? I don't know what direction I'm going to take this account once I get Valiant, to be honest. Is the monthly EQ worth the effort for this account? I'm guessing no. I don't think so. Did the EQ is such a large waste of time when you're like an earlier account? I can check, though. So now that we're Paragon, I mean, things do get better, though. We can get 7-star shards, which is, like, pretty good. I don't think we'd be able to do the Elder difficulty, though. Honestly, it might actually... I mean, that might actually be worth it. Like, probably only for the 7-star shards. Trying to think. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the only worthwhile thing here, I feel like. You don't even get, like, the tier 2 Primordial Dust. You do in the Elder difficulty, though. I wonder how tricky it would be. Maybe I will hop into EQ. I mean, we have a lot of, like, extra energy. I might as well. Stick up Angela some more. Tier 4, yeah. I mean, it's not like we can't do story mode either, you guys, but EQ isn't around for too much longer. It might not be a bad idea to just, like... You know, honestly, I probably get better rewards from EQ than I do Act 8, bro. The Act 8 rewards are not it. A week from today, the Titan changes? That is correct. That is correct. And there will be some Titan opening happening on this channel, so make sure to come by for that, guys. All right. Is this... I don't even remember which... Okay, Mutant. Oh, that's right. And that's like Biohazard and stuff. Man, I do not really have much going on in the Mutant department. And then you need buffs, and then you can apply Incinerates. Jack-o'-lantern's immune to Incinerate, right? Sounds like a move. Sabertooth stonks, dude? No, we're using Sinister. That'll be... The fights will be a little bit slower, but it's a little bit safer. And then we'll bring in Angela. Yeah, sure, why not? This team should be okay, I think. I don't really remember any of the bosses anymore, though. You just got an Onslaught as your third 7-star on your alt? That's crazy, Mac. Nice pull, man. Yeah, the rewards for the back half of Act 8 are better, yeah. Sabretooth's time to shine. Should I, guys? I guess I should, huh? Do we finally... I mean, it might be the only time on this account where I will ever be able to even use Sabretooth. I think you're right. I think I need to. We will replace Nico. What could go wrong? Oh, this will be great. I'm excited. What's the easy path? I forget. Is that actually easy, though? I feel like the defenders on this path are a lot easier, personally. Or even, yeah. I'm gonna take this path, I think. Ooh, you know what? If we get past Cat, yeah, we'll be fine, actually. Cassie will be kind of obnoxious, but that's okay. Big Saber, you pulled him out of one of your rebirths and then cried. Yeah, I got Sabretooth on the main account, too. Absolute travesty. Just need to get through Act 7, then Act 8, then one more Rank 3, 7-star for Valiant. Yep, that is the move. I'm planning on doing Epoch somewhere in there. I'm hoping I can just get, like... I don't know, maybe like an Okoye or something. I could technically do it now with the 6-star, but I'm trying to not do that. If I can avoid it. They're shorter in length and have better rewards. It's because Kabam finally figured out that people don't like playing like 8,000 path quests. Which, good. You know? What I hate about Sinister, there's something in like weird about the order of operations where he doesn't actually gain benefit like from his ability to apply degens, because I think that the node where if you launch a special it will purify your debuffs is overridden, or like it overwrites when like Sinister would naturally purify his debuffs, you know, and convert those into degeneration on the opponent. So you just don't get your degens, but I mean, you're getting like perma healing, which is nice. Gotta start doing other things in this game, like event and AQ. You only do story and dailies. To be fair, I think story mode, at least for me, is like the most enjoyable thing in the game. It sucks that we have to wait so long to get more of it, though. Also sucks that I got 3 persistent charges on Sabretooth. That's, not ideal, actually. Oh my gosh. Look at this guy just absolutely beasting, though. Big damage. It's kind of crazy. I'm actually fighting 7 stars in EQ right now. On like an alt account that only has like a few 7 stars. Honestly, the only times I really do Battlegrounds, like I'll do it occasionally for like stream content beacon. But unless there's like an in-game event going on, usually I don't hit it too hard. I'm like good at the game. I'm not like insane, and I don't spend enough to have like a whale roster, you know? And also they just, it feels like Kabam almost always misses with the nodes. So usually I just don't enjoy it that much. I did enjoy Victory Track this last season, though. Having said that. Lab Red Hulk just took 6 minutes. You're not speeding that up. The Red Hulk is, I don't know, Labyrinth isn't what it used to be, I don't think. Alright, we go back to Sinister here, I think. Because we're going to lose our ramp with Sabretooth soon. I don't want to do that yet. But like with the Summoner Fest thing, and then this last like Battlegrounds anniversary event, the rewards were just like too good to ignore. Oh, I thought I dodged. Anytime, Black Cat. Alright, she's dead. You don't care if High Evolutionary is slow, he'd do big damage if you let him. The burst damage when you detonate the combo thing is great. I'm not saying that. It's just that it takes so long to get going. I hate it. And I don't feel like his little like box lasts like quite long enough. Do I like 3 paths more than 6 paths? I think overall yes, but I do find myself like at the point where I am now, I feel like I clear content too fast, and I honestly wouldn't mind 6 paths. But, you know, like, having a new account, right? Like, I do think it's a little bit overwhelming, and it's a little too hard to explore things as you go. Like, there's no reason for me to go back and explore Act 5 or anything, you know, because I just, like, blitzed through it. So if that's the case, why give me, like, a million paths I have to go through? Or, like, if I were to have gotten stonewalled at that content, it would be nice to not have to be, like, stuck exploring it for so long just for the rewards to help me progress further, you know what I mean? And I think for a new player, it can get really frustrating to be, like, stuck somewhere. And when you are stuck in story questing and stuff like that, pretty much just the go-to is to explore everything before that, and then hopefully that makes your roster strong enough, then you can clear whatever hurdle you're at. I think it's a little bit too hard to do that when you have like 8 million paths per quest. So I think I like it overall. But for like my main account currently, I always am wishing I had more story content to do, because it's just like my favorite thing to do. So really long-winded way to say I think it's good, but I think it's good. Dude, she's got such a long special one animation. I can do my heavy charge for Sinister. That's hilarious. The path rewards are worth it. 6 paths are good. Yeah, I can see that. The Sinister is just absolutely dominating this quest. It took so much energy. I think, look, Kabam has conceded the fact that they just don't make money on energy like they used to the point where they were willing to address it. That makes me think that it was kind of a negligible amount. If that is the case, just make every quest 1 energy, dude. Like, the event quest, by the way, it gets up to 5 energy per tile. That's ludicrous. Listen, I know they want this content to take a month. I understand that. And so they're trying to artificially make it take longer for people. But the truth of the matter is, if somebody wants to complete it day 1, they're going to do it. They're just going to blow all the energy refills, like, on it, and it's not going to matter, okay? Like, you're not even stonewalling those players. You're just making it more annoying for people that want to also be able to do other things in the game. So just like make the cost 1 energy. I don't see what the issue with it is. Like, if you're not making money on energy, why am I 5 energy per tile? Come on, man. Come, just change it. It's such an easy change. Like, it's an easy thing. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with that, at least. Energy is like, I don't know, it's a very controversial subject this year. A lot of different opinions were made about it. This feels like a really normal fight with my home brother, Lantern of Jack. Yeah, it's like a normal fight, basically. Why are you in a 2-minute Battlegrounds queue? Honestly, that's impressive. I know a lot less people play late at night, though. And then you have that, plus it's the off-season, so probably just those factors alone, I would guess. But still, that is, like, pretty sad. I think a lot of people are burnt out on BGs. Like, I really do think, like, having the event definitely got more people than ever playing Battlegrounds. But I think it might be to the detriment of the mode, honestly. Think it beat me at my own game? Wait, what happened, Wolverine? What happened? Some players were getting done with Epoch in day 1, and that's 6 paths and each tile's 3 energy. Yeah, I mean, like, people that want to just, like, blast through content are going to blast through content. I mean, just make it easier. And they're not going to spend money to do it either. Because I've never had to. Why does energy even exist? There's, like, some psychology behind it, Samir. It's basically boils down to just artificial limiters on your progression, which is why the energy exists and why the costs of energy are that way. I had never had an energy problem until they nuked it out of the Alliance rewards or whatever. And then after that, got troublesome. Who is that champion? This guy's trying to steal my... Hey, that's my thing, dude. It's my thing. I don't know if that's an L or an I, but if it's LDS, it's Lady Deathstrike. You put a few seconds in the video of you banning someone's found in the dock. That's so rude. Alright, what do we have here? Cosmic! Cool. Hercules time, baby. And then Venom? Nico time, I think. Yep, okay, cool. We can just keep the team as is, honestly. Or we throw Odin on the team. Nah, we're a lot of mobile. It is, Charles. If you guys haven't yet, one really good video to watch on YouTube, look it up. It's called Let's Go Whaling. It's a guy presenting at like a mobile game monetization conference of some kind. But anyway, that's what he's talking about. And he talks about the different ways that they've found, like his group or him doing studies or whatever, that will most effectively monetize games. It's an I, okay. It's a very interesting thing to see, and it's very eye-opening. Like, I think some of those practices have changed because it's kind of an older video, but you do still see a lot of them in monetization for different games. Really, really interesting watch. Ooh. Oh, you thought, son. Okay, never mind. He did think correct. Dang it. I can never get that second dex on the Nefaria special one. I know it's possible. I swear it is. I've done it. All right. Master of tasks. I'm starting to get a little bit sleepy, boys. Been a long stream. We've done a lot today, man. A lot of highs and lows. Hopefully we can get like some good stuff tomorrow in the game. Does anybody know, do we get Saga incursions tomorrow, or is that like a Thursday thing? I know that's supposed to be coming out soon. I think it got delayed, and then now I don't know. I don't think I remember when it's coming out. Ooh, big hurt damage. Beautiful. Yeah, I think for once Kabam is correct. I think this is the easy path. As if you guys missed my EQ on my main account, I think there were some paths that they mark as the easy path I genuinely think are just the harder path. Which is just comedy, bro. I don't know who they have declaring it's the easy path or whatnot, but they might need to recalibrate a little bit. Nefaria is like, B-Dizzle, I thought we were friends. Dude, we're buddies, okay? If I can snag account Nefaria on this account, I fear that I won't be able to, though. I think Kabam is going to want me to go through the correct way. There were so many things in Act 9 that I just, like, bulldozed with Count Nefaria because it was, like, the most brain-dead thing you could possibly do. I don't know if I'll be able to swing the same thing, though. Just a quick reminder, by the way, for anyone who's new here tonight, I do stream daily other than the weekends, so I will be live again tomorrow. And I'm always live at the exact same time, so definitely feel free to drop by. We'll probably be over on the main account tomorrow, I'm thinking. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's almost time for me to be done streaming. Holy crap. I keep getting hit by the stupidest crap. But anyway, yeah, we'd love to have you guys. Stream tonight has popped the heck off. So thank you everybody who's been here so far. Man, Hercules, like, I know you guys say Crutchules or whatever. I feel like he's more a comfort champion to me, just because I've played him a lot. Like, yeah, he's nice. Like, I'm not gonna deny you could, like, say he's a crutch or whatever. You know, but, like, it just feels like some nostalgia, you know? Because I played, like, a ton of Hercules in the past. It's really nice to be able to just come back and actually, like, be able to use him again. How do you timestamp a YouTube video? I have no clue, bro. I don't timestamp my videos. I don't know if you can do it by default. That might be a feature you actually, like, kind of unlock. Hercules is great for progression. Yeah, I agree, Kingbad. Like, he's kind of nearing, like, his end of use. Like, I think maybe after Act 8, or, like, halfway through Act 8, he's not as good as he usually is. But, I mean, that's when the game wants you to start using 7 stars anyway. He's just too good for, like, too many things. Also, I just really keep ignoring the fact that I keep getting the miss at 10 hits. King Groot is your clutch? Or, not clutch, crutch. Dude, King Groot was my crutch for a little bit on my main account. I used him a ton. I think I beat Citalis with King Groot. He's just like a healing machine. Too good. I'm actually stupid. I just assumed I had Nico on my team still, and I don't. Oh, man. Remember when I told you guys that I think it's getting too late for me and I'm starting to make critical errors? Yeah, this would be one of those errors. Hercules is the incursion king. He's definitely one of them, dude. Herc is like all reliable. Honestly, I feel like we have enough like stuff in the game now that he could be a 7-star. I just think he might save people too many resources. But there's like a lot of really like specific asks now. Okay, I guess Venom did not want to throw the special too. Cool, I'm dead. No, I'm not dead. He's dead. What an idiot. Am I going to stream on Thanksgiving? I'm planning on it, Charles. I'll let you guys know if that changes. I think most of my Thanksgiving plans are like in the early afternoon. So I should be live Thanksgiving. But okay. If I overeat to the point where I make myself sick, which has happened in the past because I love food, I'll let you know. But no, I do plan on streaming on Thanksgiving. If it might be shorter than usual, it might just be a quick stream. Who knows? I haven't quite decided yet. Angela's a rock star. Yeah, she's also pretty good at incursions too. Same with Venom. If you can get buff cornucopia and like chemostatic discharge, is that what it is? The one where bleeds convert into power stings. He can go really insane. Okoye too with the same thing. Oh, Mixmaster with like the skill quest. Man, I still don't have a lot of skills, huh? Self-own. Whoops. Wait, what is this pass with Groot? That seems easy. Either champion has not made contact in 10 seconds, the attacker is inflicted with a critical shock. Oh, that's right. We could just take a Odin buff, I think, for that. And then this is the assault battery. That's right. Angela with the Odin synergy is the best incursions do in the game. Throw Heimdall in there and I'll maybe agree. Yeah, I'm gonna transition into using 7 stars as early as I can, Charles. The hang up is my 7 stars are just not that great yet. So I don't feel as comfortable making that jump. I have Jack-o'-lantern, which is like wonderful. Couldn't have asked for a better pull. So I'm definitely good there at least. So we'll take Kate. We could take Atuma, I guess. But like, man, my skill class is so weak. Outside of Kate Bishop, and that's pretty much it. Like, I guess I can take Atuma as well, why not? And then we'll just take Odin. I guess. This team will probably work. And then this might be the last quest of the day, I think. Man, Widow is recording an entire documentary here, boys. I hate Mixmaster. I don't know why they liked it at Battle Realm Brawl, but they do. Do I just use Killmonger? I mean, he kind of get around Mixmaster, right? If I just punish a special attack. I think I will eventually. Right now, I think I'm just going to use Kate Bishop, though. And we'll see how this goes. This quest is kind of annoying. Honestly, I can rank up Kate. I probably should. If I ever decide to do Necropolis, might be worth the investment. Hate that quest? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I totally cruised through it on my main account, but this is not my main. I don't have all my stacked champions. The true power, higher power of the High Evolutionary. I'm looking forward to it. Do you think Spiral's overtaking Kushala as your favorite champion? That's actually quite the statement. I know a lot of people do really like Spiral. I personally just find playing around the like not doing back-to-back of the same attack kind of annoying. Hence why I hate Mixmaster. Oh, forgot that was my dodge arrow, lol. Aw, rip me. What content am I doing right now? I'm doing the side quest, right? Well, the event quest, I guess. The one that resets in 2 weeks. Right now we're in the skill quest. And we're just kind of ripping through it right now with Kate Bishop. It's been going pretty good, actually. The more you use her day by day, you love her more and more. Like, the way she nullifies buffs is really niche. I think it's pretty cool. And she does do a lot of, like, problematic fights. Like, she's really good for Serpent. That being said, it did seem like, and it was kind of surprising to me that Kushala was still, like, the champion of choice at Battle Realm Brawl. Because I would have, like, totally expected they used Spiral, but I guess not. Especially because Spiral, like, will just, like, specifically play into Mixmaster, right? Which was the meta that they were doing. during Brawl. Kate is wrecking? Yeah, Kate is a beast, dude. Kate Bishop is a monster with her cold snap. And I don't think anyone on this path is immune to it. Kushala is just better for more matchups. Like, what matchups, like, could she do that Spiral just, like, can't do, I guess? I genuinely don't know. You guys should see, like, a fully maxed out Kate Bishop, though, with the Winter Soldier relic. That damage is something else, man. Thanos and Bullseye? Spiral can't do Thanos? I'm assuming you mean Deathless Thanos. But I think, well, wait, no, actually someone did use Spiral. Never mind. And then they died. I don't think that fight went very well. I don't remember who it was, but I actually think somebody did. Now that I think about it, somebody did use Spiral. I don't remember who it was. But, I mean, Kushala had, like, great results across the board. There were a lot of fights that she was used for. Somebody used Kate Bishop too, actually, I think. You got Kate early on one of your accounts. You have a rank 4 at max sig. She can carry you pretty hard. Samir, the guy in the chat right now, we started Alter on the same time, and he got Kate Bishop really early as well. And he has just been plowing through content as well. This might be a little bit tricky, though, with Guardian here. Because he's going to auto-block. So I won't really be able to do the things that I want to do. Although I might just go for the... Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to go for the special 2. Because she can inflict it through block. Oh, I whiffed. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, a lot of people really like Kate Bishop, that's for sure. Dang, I do not know the timing for that at all, man. Okay, I need to refresh the cold snap. Man, my homie is just like firing special after special. Oh, her specials have true accuracy? I didn't know that. That shows how much I use Kate Bishop, I guess. Even though I have my 6-star maxed out. That's alright. He's almost dead anyways. Ah, whiff. No, it's about to go away. What a bad thing. Oh my gosh, they do. I'm stupid. Yeah, that fight could have been over way quicker. You might rank 3 your dupe Guardian. I really like Guardian. And if you get the Nimrod relic on him, or no, not Nimrod, Hulkbuster, sorry. If you get the Hulkbuster relic on him, does some pretty cool things. And if he's like really high sig, he's pretty good against matchups where he's getting a lot of debuffs as well. So this is the one where I have to whiff to gain power, right? Or wait, is that not in my version? I don't think it's in my version. There's still root or rooted and assault battery. I swear the higher difficulty you have the one where you have to whiff to get power, but I guess that's not in this one. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, let's take an Atuma. Just kidding. It is a whiff in the higher difficulties. I think that just may be something I don't have to play with. Because, like, the idea of the fight is, like, you wait for him to get rooted and then you can whiff, like, safely. Oof. That was not bueno. That was also not bueno. The spacing on that is so tricky, man. Alright, well, that got him down. We're good. I streamed past end time? Dude, listen, barely, alright? I go a few minutes over all the time. All the time. Oh, man, there's Mysterium in here, too? Never mind. This is actually good to do, chat. If we don't have anything to do tomorrow, if Command doesn't give us stuff, we'll probably hop back in on the alt and do that quest. But, for once Electro is good, I know, yeah, those nodes benefit him pretty much. Just like the special one being unblockable occasionally is tricky. Anyway. Oh, dude, today's stream was great. Thank you, everybody that dropped by. There were a lot of new faces I saw today, which is really awesome. So thank you guys that did drop by. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Like I said, if you want to join the Discord, the link is down below. And yeah, I stream every weekday. Love to have you. But thank you so much for dropping by today. Everybody go ahead and give yourselves a crisp high five. You deserve it. Thank you for being so supportive. We get the new store tomorrow, correct? Yep, new Battleground store. Hopefully. We'll see how that goes. But shout out to Giant Walrus, our big deal of the day. Thank you, everybody who has contributed to our Cyber Weekend Fund. Seriously, so humbled by that. Like, thank you guys for your support. I appreciate it a whole ton. And have a good rest of your night or a good rest of your day, whatever it is for you. I didn't give Chris high fives last night because we did not meet the viewership threshold. It's not a guaranteed thing every time. But anyway, I hope to see you guys tomorrow and have a good one. Good luck on any crystals that you may open in the meantime.